Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was
You're up for
amazing.
it?
Yeah, I'm so up for it.
Okay. Quite a lot of power there.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so look at this for a tack row. Hello. You're gorgeous, aren't you? Hello everybody, this is Esme and I am here with Crunchy. I'm here at Fox-Pitt eventing. It's very early this morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not just here filming at the yard, I'm also here spending a day in the life. So the first thing I need to do this morning is get mucking out. Alright, so I need to get myself a barrow and a fork. Alright, let's go. On this particular day, I had a very early start. It was still dark outside because here on the yard, work starts at 7 AM. So at 7 AM, all the grooms get here, all the riders, and it was pretty much everybody, action stations, let's go. There were horses being fed, horses being put on the horse walker, horses being mucked out, and even a horse being clipped. Alright, so this is the stable that I'm going to be mucking out today. I've just spoken to one of the grooms, Jodie, and she's just sort of taught me how they do things around here, because obviously each barn and stables is slightly different. So apparently today, because today is a Monday, they have one new bale of shavings, so I'm going to be doing that as well today. And this is the reality of owning horses, being a top rider, 7 AM in the morning, everyone's here, everyone's working. It's really, really hard work. So first I'm just going to take the water out. Okay, the water might have been a tiny bit heavier than I was expecting. Time to scoop the poop.
You told me I'm your anchor, I told you you're my pole. Through the wind and fire we try to hold on. We built this ship together, searching for a home. Despite the storm that hit us, we're still on board. Dancing in the moonlight, the world just stopped and stares. We got no destination, I'll take you anywhere.
So I've pretty much taken a lot of the wet out from the middle, because they are getting new shavings today. So what I'm just doing at the moment, making sure I haven't missed any little bits, so just having a little rummage through. There's some that have fallen down there, so I need to put them away. And then after that, once I've just checked all the banks, it's time to put the banks into the middle.
Captain, from our failures we have grown. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain. I'll be your captain. I'll always be your captain.
Got it. You guys know what's happening next.
I'll always be your captain.
I'm just checking the other stables to see if I've done it the same, and I think it's okay. But I do feel under a lot of pressure, like I'm back at Pony Club and I'm going to have like my stable scored. So I'm going to make sure it's as neat as I possibly can make it.
You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain. From our failures we have grown. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain. Be your captain.
Alright, so this is the big reveal. This is what I've done to the stable. It's looking a lot better. It's not 100% perfect, but I think I've done a pretty good job for mucking out a totally different stable than what I'm used to. Different sort of shavings. This has actually been really cool to muck out with. And got some nice fresh banks because it's Monday. They've got a new fresh bale of shavings. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. And then once I'd mucked out the stable, it's now time to grab the wheelbarrow and take it over to the muck heap and unload it. And by the time I actually did this, the sun had risen, so I could actually see what I was doing outside, which was great. And they had this really cool muck heap. It's a bit like a huge version of our muck truck, and it was so easy to unload the wheelbarrow. And then afterwards I just got a fork and neatened it up a bit, so it meant that the next person coming along with a wheelbarrow could empty it a lot easier. Alright, so I've now finished mucking out, and we actually arrived here when it was pitch black. So I'm just about getting my bearings. So there's all the mucking out stuff, there's the barn. But if we go over here, guys, oh my goodness. Look how cool this arena is. It's got a hedge around it. Looks so fancy. Wow, this is like the arena we all dream of having. But anyway, enough of this now. I need to go back to the barn and get done with some more work. So this little guy, I think, is the boss of the yard because he is absolutely everywhere. How cute is he, hey? Alright everybody, behind me here we actually have a few horses in the horse walker because, as you know, horses love routine, and sort of part of the morning routine here is that all the horses go in the horse walker while their stables are being mucked out. It's just easier because it gets all the horses out. It also helps with their fitness and exercise because back in the winter all of the horses have been out in the fields, had a rest, not been ridden, you know, just get to be a horse, which is amazing. So now with the event season approaching, it's all systems go. Time to get their fitness up and time to get the barn ready for the day. Okay, so this is what I've sort of done to the stable.
Oh, well, it's okay. But we've still got 8 more stables to do
before
breakfast, so gotta get a wriggle
I'll get
on.
mucking on. Yep. Okay, so look at this for a tack room. Got all the saddles here. Got saddle pads, numbers, rugs, got some helmets, and look how cool all of the rosettes are as well. It's like a tack room heaven. So this is Vince. He's now back in his stable after I've mucked it out, so he's enjoying a nice, fresh, new bale of shavings. He's also got his breakfast here as well. So while I was actually mucking him out, Adam actually clipped him. So right now he feels so silky and so soft. But for now, I think I'm going to leave him and let him enjoy his breakfast. And then once Adam had finished clipping, I was on to sweeping duty, and oh my goodness, I think Vince must have had a really thick coat because look at all this fluff. Now that is a lot of hair. When it comes to horses and owning them, 99% of the time, you're clearing up after them. Okay everybody, we are now in the lorry. I'm also here with Adam. So Adam,
Hello.
let us know what you sort of get up to on an average day at the yard.
Lots of things. Normally start the morning haying and feeding.
Yeah.
Bit of mucking out, also
Yeah.
on the walker. Do quite a lot of riding.
Brilliant.
A lot of clipping, especially at this time of year.
Yes.
Pulling manes and tails, packing the lorry. All sorts of things.
Yes,
yeah.
so you've done quite a lot of travel as well. I hear you went to
Yes.
Tokyo last year as well. Tell us more about that.
So, the Olympic test event last year was so cool. Like, it was, I didn't even know what to expect. Like,
Yeah.
the place was amazing. The equestrian facility and the city was so
Yes.
cool. And, like, it's the most amazing place I've ever been to. Like, I'm used to Spain and like
Yeah.
France is like
Very
nothing
different.
exciting. Yeah. So on a long haul flight, business class,
Oh,
lovely.
brilliant.
So yeah, I went over there and it was really warm.
Yes.
Really warm.
So lots of cooling down the horses.
Yeah, lots of cooling down, lots of ice water. And the facilities were amazing. All the stables were really air conditioned, and there was
wow.
loads of arenas, and everything was just so perfect. So yeah, it was really cool.
Oh,
really
incredible.
cool.
So if you had to say a few events, what would you say are your favourites?
I've got 2 favourite events. I love Bramham because the party is so fun.
Oh, I love that.
Like, it's crazy. Last year, Mary King was dancing on my shoulders.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's always mental, always a good laugh. And I love Blenheim as well because it's all posh. You go to the cocktail party in the palace and everything, all like, oh yeah. So they're definitely my 2 favourites. Love them.
Oh, amazing. And on the yard, do you have a few favourite horses?
Yeah, I do. Gotta have your faves, don't you?
Yeah.
I love Little Fire and Oratorio. They're like my boys.
Love that.
Yeah, they're both 5-star. Both had them. Well, they were both at badminton last year. And it's just really nice to see them go well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
So it sounds like you've been so busy. We've had such a busy morning as well already. So it's almost breakfast time.
Let's go and get some breakfast.
Yes, breakfast.
Once we'd had our breakfast, it was then time to groom, tack up and get some horses ridden. So I went outside into the main arena and watched William ride one of his top 5-star horses, Little Fire.
So I'm now here with Alice and we're outside. It's a little bit rainy today as well, and we're just watching Lexi and William riding. So tell us a bit more about the horses they're on.
Well, I'm so sorry that I couldn't organise the weather for
Oh,
you.
it's January in England. Literally, what do you expect?
I know, and these guys have to train the horses rain or shine.
Yes.
That's the thing, because they're on their programme in the build-up. So William's riding Little Fire, who I think, safe to say, is his top horse.
Wow.
He's the one that's on the list for the Tokyo Olympics.
Oh, brilliant.
He went really well at badminton. We've had him since he was a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
We bought him in Germany with our best friend Jenny, and Jenny and William have been on a real journey with this horse. I'd say he's one of the best horses we've ever had.
Oh, amazing.
He's kind of a cross between Tamarillo, who William rode at the Olympics in Athens, along with a bit of Lionheart, who he rode in the Olympics at London. He's sort of got that look at me.
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. He's
literally like,
out there.
yeah, I'm the man.
Yes.
And you're just lucky to be in my presence, really. That's not William.
No.
Little Fire. And then Lexi, who's with us from the States, she was Leslie Law, who's a great mate of ours, who Will's been on teams with and is now based in America. He was obviously gold medalist in Athens. She was his head girl, and then she got this wonderful horse, Sprout.
Yes.
And Lexi and Sprout's big adventure has brought them here to Wood Lane Stables, and they did their first 4-star last year. She's riding Oratorio, actually, who's our other top horse.
Yes.
And he's quite a nice story because I trained his mum pointing, and his dad is Oslo. Do you remember Oslo?
Oh, yeah.
So Oslo won the 6-year-old World Championships at Le Lyon, second in the 7-year-olds, won the 8-9-years-olds at Blenheim, and then won Po 5-star. And he's still here with us now. I'll show you him later.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
He's like 18 now, and he was a stallion up until he was 6. And we took some straws off him before we cut him, and this is the baby.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we love him. He's
Yes.
very special. He's owned by a lovely syndicate of people who are passionate about the sport, and they all own a little bit of him.
Yeah.
And they have good fun coming to events with us. And we're looking forward to targeting him at badminton.
Brilliant.
Are you going to be at badminton?
Yes, I will be. Yes. So, yeah, it'll be good fun.
Yeah, it will be good. Hopefully both of these might go.
Yes. It'll be great to see them in action.
Yeah. They're both real bold cross-country horses. They
Yeah.
both gallop and love the cross-country. Sometimes they're a bit exuberant in the dressage.
Yes.
That would be the bit where we're trying to get them better.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing today, just schooling.
Yes.
But if you work backwards from May, they've just had a very quiet winter where they've been out in the field, just being horses.
That's just amazing. Just letting them.
Yeah. We take their shoes off, we detox them completely.
Yeah.
They go in a lovely field with lots of grass and big rugs, and Will likes to just leave them be. And then he says, now they want to see you.
Yes.
You know, they want to be trained. They're not annoyed, they're not all
Yeah.
sour, and they're ready to really build
Yes.
up to the big ones.
Oh, brilliant.
So Esme, this is Aidan.
Yes.
His posh name is Little Fire, and he's one of my good boys. He's hoping to go to badminton this year,
Wow.
and he's back in work now, and he's getting quite fit.
Oh, that's
And
good.
he's a real character. I've done a bit on him, but I thought, you know what, you're here.
Yes.
Have a go.
Oh, that'd be
you know, he'd
amazing.
be so glad to have a nice lightweight on him.
Oh.
But he's got quite a sense of humour. He's quite a lad,
Oh.
but he can be sensible when he has to be.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, as I said, he's 11 years old now. He's probably 17 hands. I make him look like a pony, but you won't.
No.
But he's a lovely kind of athletic,
Yes.
nimble-bodied horse, which is what I like about him. He's not like a big old slow boat. He's quite nice and together. And I'm hoping, you know, there's got to be a good win in here one day.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'll give you a leg up. Is that all right?
Thank you. Yeah, that was
you're up for it.
amazing. Yeah, I'm so up for it.
Okay, great.
He feels so big. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, he seems so much fun.
Quite a lot of power there.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my goodness, guys. So that was the first time I've ever ridden a 5-star event horse. When William said, hey, do you want to just pop on? I was like, oh my goodness, speechless. So that was just absolutely incredible riding him. He has such a lovely trot, such a lovely canter. He's so powerful as well. It feels amazing. So anyway, thank you so much for being incredible. Thanks for the ride, and yeah, time to put him back. Good boy, I think he's had enough. We are now here with yard manager Jackie, but I've also heard that you're known as Grands around here
Yes,
as well.
that's my trendy name.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit more about what you do around here. I've seen you running around with clipboards, organising everything. So
Yeah, well, I suppose I'm like the master or captain of the ship.
Yes.
And just try and keep everything gelled together and keep
Yeah.
it going. Because we have a work list that William fills in so that we know what they're going to do for the day, and then we transfer it up. This is our Bible, the whiteboard.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, very important. We transfer it all up onto here, what they're going to do, and then I work out who's going to ride what. I mean, William will say which ones he wants to ride or if he wants specifics. And we have all our rides there, and hopefully the day goes well from that.
Yes, brilliant, keeping everything organised. So also heard that you, a few years back you were actually FEI Groom of the Year, so well done for that.
No, that's great.
So you've been to quite a few different international events and things as well. You've been to Tokyo last year, I believe.
Yeah, we were really lucky. We went out for the test event.
Yes.
So that was great. It was good to see, you know, hopefully if we get there this year, because we have Kazu, who's our Japanese rider based with us. So hopefully if he gets selected, then we'll go out there again.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, it was good to see what it was all like.
Yes, so do you sort of go with the horses on the plane and things like that?
Yeah. I've flown quite a bit, so the team asked me to fly out with their horses. So yeah, it was great.
Oh wow, that's incredible. So you seem very busy, so I'll let you get back to doing your job and everything, because you are definitely running a tight ship around here.
I like a tight ship.
Tight ship, yes.
Well, Esme, I wanted you to meet this little girl. She might not quite be Little Fire, but this is Buttons. She's called Diamond Buttons, and she came with a head collar with diamonds on it. She's got a numna that says Diamond Buttons on it because she was owned by a gorgeous girl who then went off to do her A-levels, and she wanted her to go somewhere special. So we've got her, and my kids ride her. I ride her and lead my little kids, because we've got 4 children and they're 14, 13, 7 and 5. So my girls, I can ride this girl with her. She's done dressage, she jumps a metre course any day of the week. She loves going cross country. So what would you like to do? You can wang her up the gallops. I thought Will would like to give you a bit of a lesson on her.
I'm up for anything.
Okay, well, this is a girl you can do anything on. She's a complete ledge, and we love her very much. So have fun.
Oh, thank you. Good girl.
It actually started raining as soon as I got on, so we decided it would be best to warm up in the indoor.
Yeah, we're so lucky to have this indoor because all that rain coming down this winter. It's been quite a luxury. And we've just redone the surface in here actually, because the surface outside was getting a bit thin. So we took the old surface out of here and we put it outside to make that surface a little bit softer. And then we put a new surface in here thanks to Equestrian Services Direct, and we're jolly lucky. It's working out really well, and it's a good one to have because you can use it whatever. Never gets dusty, doesn't seem to freeze, so things haven't been too cold yet. We'll probably know later in February when it might get colder.
Yes.
But I think it's not meant to freeze, so at least we've got somewhere where we can always work the horses every day.
Yeah. And then after a little bit of a walk around, it actually stopped raining, so we decided to go outside.
Yeah, it's great.
We used to be outside, but just let her have a nice look around, let her just see all the spooky sights.
On the back.
Okay.
And then we'll start to work a little bit more on her bend through the body, laterally. So we'll work a bit more on a circle, and then we'll do a few transitions. I think it's very important with our horses when we're riding them is you just keep a nice dialogue. Not so that anyone should see it, but just so you're still communicating, having a nice conversation with her as you're going. That's great. A little walk and then a quick canter each way, and then we're going to pop and jump. That's good.
Yeah. She sure has a jump on her.
Lovely. She's not very good at flying changes.
That's
well
okay.
done. Now look towards the skinny. Oh, well done. Good.
And then after my lesson, William and I actually went on the gallops, and oh my goodness, it was so much fun.
Oh, she's a good girl.
So Alice, there is a lot of history in this room. Tell me a little bit more about it.
I know, Will felt that I'd sort of created his obituary here. He
Oh.
got a bit upset. But it's so fun because we've had so many wonderful horses and so many wonderful people involved over the years. And he's been doing it such a long time now. I mean, he's 51. But this is quite nice, isn't it? This is him as a little boy on his hairy pony. And that's him riding his dad's horse as a little boy as well. And then that's him with Leslie and Yogi and messing around with Zara. And it's quite nice, this one, because Lucinda Green came and she rode Tamarillo after he won badminton and Chile Morning. So we've got the two badminton winners, which is lovely. We've got some of him falling off as well, so you can't have him feeling too big-headed.
Oh, so you guys are actually starting a YouTube channel as well. Tell me a bit more about that.
Well, it's something that, obviously I work for ITV, and so TV's my business. And I just feel we've got the most wonderful team here at Woodland Stables. So many different characters who are here for different reasons, and hopefully we can give them opportunities. We've got wonderful horses from Crunchy, our homebred, through to Little Fire, who you rode today. And they've all got their own stories, and we're all frustrated, aren't we, as horse fans, that there isn't more horses on telly.
Yeah, definitely.
So I felt maybe this was an opportunity with linear telly and a lot more people with smart tellies and watching on their phones to perhaps give people the sort of content that they've been looking for.
Yeah, and see the sort of behind the scenes of a big event yard like this, because it's not really something you see at all.
No, and I think when we tell the stories on ITV, like you said, the behind the scenes is what everybody loves, and the characters and the different people.
Yeah.
It's an Olympic year. whether it'll be something we'll do long term, I don't know. But I hope that people can really get on board and enjoy it, enjoy the stories, and like you always say, give the feedback. We can take it in any direction people want, and it's been really fun so far. Adam, Adam was going to be, I think he auditioned to be Mini Ant and Deck.
Oh wow.
And I think he feels now that his true calling has come. We might be creating a monster. But no, fingers crossed. I hope people enjoy it, and we'd love to know what people would like and which direction they'd like us to take it.
Well, the best of luck with it. I'll be leaving all of the links to their channel down below, so guys, please go and check that out as well.
Well, thank you. It's great to learn from you, because you're the queen. You're the queen of YouTube, aren't
you?
I
wouldn't say that. Well, you guys are like the kings and queens of eventing, so thank you so much for inviting me.
It's been really lovely having you here, and I know Buttons loved having a wang up the gallop.
So much fun. Yeah, thanks again for letting me ride the horses and ponies. They're just incredible. They're so lovely, both of them.
Good fun to see you, and hopefully we'll see you again at badminton and through the season.
Oh, thank you.
After a chat with Alice, it was then time for an interview with William. However, I think that his dog wanted to wave to the camera here.
Okay guys, so I'm now here with William, and I actually have some questions from my Instagram followers from all across the world, so I'm going to be saying who they are who've answered the questions. Also, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everybody who asked questions. There were over 1,000. I found it so difficult, so I managed to sort of only pick a few out of the 1,000, because if not, we will be here all day. So anyway, before we start, I also have a question myself. So what does it take to win Burghley 6 times?
Oh, goodness me. Well, it takes a lot of good luck and some very good horses. I think I've been extremely lucky in my career to have ridden some lovely horses. And yes, it went the right way on the Burghley days.
Brilliant. So Lily Rose asks, who was your first pony and what is your favourite memory with it?
Goodness me. Well, my very first pony, my kind of up-down pony, was a pony called Silver Star. And I wagoned her around, and she had quite a mean buck, actually. She was quite good. If you patted her behind the saddle, she just bucked you off.
They're the ones that teach you.
But my first lovely pony is a pony called Mini Monster. And he was 12-2, I think. And I can remember I was maybe 8-ish, but I was definitely on him. I remember winning my first ever one-day event.
Oh, amazing.
Which I think was probably, 20 centimetres, but it was my first ever win and first ever win at a one-day event on Mini Monster.
So Diary the Dun asks, how do you prepare yourself mentally for an event?
Okay, I mean that's something that I guess I've got used to. My career has been quite long, and just getting ready for an event becomes quite normal. But I think the most important thing is to feel that you're ready.
Yes.
I think in your mind you are going to a competition that you've prepared for.
Yep.
You've done all your homework. You and your horse are on good form, and the competition is the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Never to think that a competition is a bit of a panic or a bit of a dread, and oh my goodness, I don't know. And of course, when you get to big events, you can never take it for granted, but I would say generally for events, it's all in preparation, confidence, and then the competition just becomes a bit more normal.
Yes. Ray the Goth asks, if you could choose to relive one event again, which would it be?
Okay, that's a good one. Again, I would say there's quite a few events I'd like to relive and do better. There's quite a few I'd like a second go at.
Yeah.
But I think, again, I've been to lots of wonderful events all around the world. I've got to say, probably it has to be London Olympics.
Yeah.
I think riding in London at your own Olympic Games just felt so cool.
Yeah.
We didn't do very well. We could all have done better.
Yeah.
We all dreamt of a gold medal, and a silver medal was bit of a disappointment, but at the same time, you were in London, you were really part of Team GB, and that meant a huge amount.
Oh, brilliant. Lauren Sanchez Eventer asks, if you could ride one of your fellow eventers' horses, who would it be?
Goodness me. There's a lot of horses out there that take my fancy.
Yeah.
I'm again lucky to have some nice horses, and I'm quite big, so there's lots of horses that I could never ride.
Yeah.
I always imagined years ago that I'd love to have ridden Pippa Funnell's Supreme Rock.
Oh.
He was a cool horse, and he was dare I say, I thought he was a man's horse.
Yeah.
But obviously that never happened, and look how well she did on him. And I think Thomas Carlyle's Upsilon, French horse, grey horse, he's pretty cool. He's very, very good at his job. He's a winner out and out.
Bethan Rose asks, what is it like being under so much pressure to continue winning in your career?
Continue winning in my career. I guess I keep on dreaming. I'm good at dreaming. I'd like to win a little bit more. I think also for me now, I've got some good horses, so I can get excited about those. But I don't have, I've won a bit already, so there's part of me that thinks, actually, I might never win anything again, and oh well, that's how life goes. I've been lucky. But I think the desire for winning is still through the horse. You get a horse, you're excited about a horse. You know, I enjoy my horses, and I really enjoy my young ones because I enjoy that dream that, oh, you know what, he could just do it. Yeah. And then it's such an exciting journey. Yeah. And I think that's what keeps you going, keeps you passionate.
Definitely.
And you know, those horses I've got, you know, again this year I seem to have quite a few young ones, and I'm always thinking, goodness me, I hope I'm going to be around to ride them when they are grown up and older. And that's really what keeps me at it. It's that dream of achieving.
And then for the last question, we have quite a fun one. It's from this equine, and she asks, because apparently you really like chickens, and she asks, why do you love chickens so much?
It's all about chickens.
Yes.
I was brought up, you know, in the country. We had chickens. My mother was very into bantams, and she had a few silkies and various things. And now her chickens are quite normal. And I've kind of just like having them around. They're quite a good distraction. There's nothing better than, you know, flapping chicken to kind of make a horse think about the real world rather than worrying about whether you're putting a bridle on or saddle on. So they're good for a bit of distraction. And I've got my pekins, so I'm now breeding a few pekins.
Nice.
That sounds very fancy, doesn't it? They're not very fancy. And they're quite fun ones, those kind of frizzelle ones where their feathers are all going the wrong way. Yeah. They look quite cool. Yeah. Anyway, they keep me occupied, and if in doubt, if I'm lost, anyone says they can always find me in the chicken run.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for answering all of these questions, and thank you so much for having me over as well. I've had so much fun today, riding the horses, seeing everything. It's been incredible.
Such a good day having you here, and good fun, and good to see you on the horses. I wasn't sure whether you'd be riding or not, but you were up for it.
Yes.
So, yeah, good for you, particularly riding Little Fire. He's not a small chap, is he?
No. Yeah, he's a big one. So anyway, guys, we're actually going to be holding a giveaway over on my Instagram page. We're actually going to be giving away one of these lovely Musto jackets as well. There'll be some other things in there, one of your books signed, lots of other bits and bobs.
Lots of presents.
Yes, all of the information will be over on my Instagram. Also, guys, before we finish up, be sure to go and subscribe to Fox-Pitt Equestrian. They now have a YouTube channel, lots of behind the scenes stuff. Their videos are absolutely brilliant. The quality is incredible, so you have to go and check them out as well. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. If you're new or have not done so already, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.